Elon Musk is an entrepreneur born on June 28, 1971, in Pretoria, South Africa, or by other words, some random place in Africa. And somehow, against all odds, he is also born in a rich family. Unfortunately, family life wasn't too good. Elon suffered heavy abuse from his father. Other than that, you would think that Elon will get all the girls because he's rich and stuff. But no, people prefer him to bully him hard, and I mean hard. Just for reference, one time a group of kids did a little trolling, and kicked him so hard that he literally went into blackout, nearly dying. Other than almost being beaten to death, he was a brilliant kid, liking book. After a while, Elon Musk and his family moved out to the sweet land of freedom. And did that because some small company called Silicon Valley wanted him as an intern. He did some boring stuff in there, and then he created Zip2 because he was broke AF and needed money. Then he saw a tiny thing called X.com that wanted to create money transactions in the internet. And Elon was like, it's some money and change the name to PayPal. Please. He accepted the money, but due to him being cringe, he was fired on September 2000 and replaced by CL. Later, he decided to explore space, creating SpaceX on March 14, 2002. A company focused on designing and making advanced rockets or spacecrafts. He went to sleep, and on 2004 he woke up sucking on a lemon and thinking about Nikola Tesla and how cars can operate using lithium batteries, becoming an employee of Tesla Incorporation as a product architect. He started thinking about the Sigma grind set, becoming the CEO in 2008. Meanwhile, he helped create Solar City, a thing that later became Tesla Energy. Later in his life, around 2015, he co-founded OpenAI, a company focused on AI. All of that because he felt lonely. Now let's open our books on page 170. In July 2006, Elon Musk was such a smartass to the point of co-founding Neuralink, a company that is focused on putting a chip on the brain. Because I don't know, I forgot. But goddamn, he was so boring and lazy for a name that in December 70, 2006, he created a company called The Boring Company, which is focused on boring things like a flamethrower, a tunnel underneath Vegas, and stuff like that. And after all of these accomplishments, he did it, the greatest thing on his life, the most hard thing to do on his life. In April 2022, he lost a clown circus. Sorry, I'm in Twitter. Anyways, exposed Milgrau moment. Let's get into controversies. P.S. For the sake of our sanity, we will just talk about the main controversies. Controversy number 1. The Not Yellow submarine and cursing online. In the beginning of July 2018, Elon Musk announced he was sending out a submarine to rescue a group of 13 youngsters who were trapped in a cave in Thailand. Just another day in the Industrial Revolution era. This situation shocked the whole world. But the submarine was not used. Despite being cutting-edge technology, the leader of the operation, Naragoshsak Ostomakon, sorry if I butcher your name, stated the invention was not practical enough to move inside the cave, and it had a lot of points and weird angles. Can we get some y equals mx plus b in the chat, please? A few days later, Werner Unsworth, a British diver who took part in the operation, said that Musk's invention had no chance of working under those conditions. Later, he stated in an interview, "I had no conception of what the cave passage was like and can stick his submarine where it hurts." This information reached Elon, and then he published several offensive tweets against the diver, calling him a pedophile. After a while, Elon deleted the tweets. Just a note, this is the same man who wants to put a chip on your brain. This controversy triggered Tesla's partners and investors, who demanded an apology from Musk, calling the entrepreneur immature. In addition, that his stance compromised the success of his company. Controversy number 2. the average Fortune user, aka racism, homophobia, and ableism. Three African American former employees from the Tesla factory in Fremont, California, sued the company due to the lack of attitude against the harassment and racism they constantly suffered from co-workers and bosses. One of the former employees, Demetrix Diaz, claims he reported cases of racism to his supervisor, but Tesla denies all allegations. I wonder why. The cases were questioned because of the lack of written evidence and reports. The fact the former employees had worked for a short time and because they were outsourced. Finally, Rachel in real life. Postscriptum. They were hired by another company despite directly being headed by Tesla employees. Another former factory employee, George Ferro, do not confuse with the metal name, accuses Tesla of firing him in retaliation for his allegations of abuse and homophobic slurs. Be careful, he said, threatening one of her supervisors, referring to her as tight clothes. Ferro took this and other cases to a few meetings with the company's HR, but the discrimination persisted. Ferro told to The Guardian that one day, when he was with scars on his wrist, an employee of personnel department told, "There is no place to disable a Tesla." Shortly thereafter, he was fired. Controversy number 3. A little trolling, aka intimidating employees. In April 2017, Tesla employees alleged that the company surveilled and bullied them as they tried to inform other workers about recent union activities. According to a report made by BuzzFeed News, the allegations refer to an episode that took place on February 10, 2017, when employees tried to distribute material to discuss their working conditions, their rights according to the National Council on Labor Relations of the state. Among other topics. The claim says that Tesla broke the law by not allowing employees to distribute communications without employer pre-approval. Controversy number 4. The Clone Circus. In April 2022, Elon Musk bought the famous social networking service, Twitter, for $44 billion. The billionaire has already got in many controversies involving the social media, and after his purchase, he stated that he will change Twitter completely due to his negative fame coming from his tweets. After the purchase, there were several accusations that Elon Musk bought Twitter to censorship the social media, or to promote himself as well as other politicians. A few days ago, Elon Musk said he would be unbanning the previous US President Donald Trump that was banned for promoting an attack on the US Capitol. This list goes on and on, to racist jokes, spreading misinformation about COVID, and so on. So I will spare you guys and girls the details and skip the loop. At this point, Elon Musk better call Saul. Now let's get into his future plans. Elon Musk plans to colonize Mars and start a civilization there. But he doesn't stop there. He also wants to start colonizing other planets and improving the internet through mini satellites. Recently, he has managed to send a car there. Because yes, I guess. But if you guys and girls know a little bit about Elon is kinda control freak. In conclusion, Elon is a great man with human flaws. Crap. I don't have any funny ending or conclusion, so bye bye! Bye!